Picture a clown. Chances are you'd most likely think of Pennywise from It, or sillier characters like Ronald McDonald. With their trademark white makeup and vivid red noses, clowns have often inspired a mix of emotions. According to a 2016 study by Vox, nearly half of all Americans confessed they were more afraid of clowns than concepts like climate change, death, or terrorism. The report followed after the 2016 clown scare, when more than 100 suspicious clown sightings were being reported across America.
They said they were going to the high schools and kidnap the kids and kill the teachers walking to their cars.
Nobody knows how to defend against it because we don't know if it's a prank or if they're really trying to harm people.
There have been reports of clowns trying to lure children now in 6 different states, including Pennsylvania.
However, 6 years later, clowns have transformed into a muse of sorts. Beginning as a beauty trend on Instagram, Clowncore has since evolved into a full-blown community. Its hashtag owns over 300 million views on TikTok and has even inspired its own collection of influencers. As its name suggests, the aesthetic incorporates clown-like visuals such as bright colors, clashing patterns, and over-the-top makeup. On the surface, Clowncore's fashion may not adjust to mainstream culture, but digging deeper, there's more to this community than what meets the eye. You can trace the circus clown's early origins to the British Regency era, specifically to Joseph Grimaldi, who was the most popular entertainer in England. Looking closer at its costumes, you can see how Grimaldi inspired what we know as the classic clown look today. From his peculiar hair and ruffled collars to his bright and over-the-top makeup. By the 20th century, many clowns followed a similar fashion, including entertainers like Bozo the Clown and The Simpsons' Krusty the Clown. There exist other kinds of clowns, like the Auguste, the Tramp, and Pierrot, but for the most part, circus clowns tend to be the most well-remembered. Clowncore first hit the scene as a makeup trend back in 2018, most likely a few months after It Chapter 1 was released in theaters back in September 2017. However, you can also go back a few years to when Happy Fun Hideaway, one of New York's prime nightlife spots, launched a sad clown themed party in 2015. The bar offered free drinks to anyone who dressed in full sad clown attire, kickstarting an underground clown mania of sorts. Similarly, New York's club kids and drag scene had been wearing clownish fashions since as early as the 1980s. After, popular shows like RuPaul's Drag Race helped push these aesthetics into the mainstream. Fashion-wise, Clowncore's influences vary. However, a large aspect can be credited to Decora Kai fashion, a Japanese style consisting of kid accessories and layers of clothing. You can also consider the Insane Clown Posse as another source of inspiration, having donned clown makeup since the early 90s. As a community, it's apparent that a majority of Clowncore's members are queer. This can be tied back to Clowncore's androgyny, as traditional clown fashion doesn't play by a specific gender or binary.
Personally, as a trans person, I feel like I've had to put up a persona, a facade, or a mask of myself for other people, for my safety, and for their comfort. And I think that, like you said, clowning has been empowering. That's what it's been. Clowning has been very empowering for me because I feel like I'm in my happy little world.
As researcher and clown performer John Davison put it, there's no female or male clown. There's just clown.
Definitely there is like a very gender ambiguity to clowns. Just by you being able to add stereotypical gendered accessories or whatever you want to say, it's still like a clown. It's a clown. It's not right? Like I said, it's a commentary on human beings themselves.
The space has also spotlighted mental illness, exploring topics like drug use, anxiety, and depression. According to a 2018 poll by the Pew Research Center, 70% of American teens reported they struggled with depression and anxiety. While in a 2018 study by the American Psychological Association, Gen Z was found to be the least likely generation to report good or excellent mental health. How Clowncore approaches mental illness has been through laughter and happy visuals. The approach may be ironic, but it has helped many discuss serious topics in a more digestible way.
I just realized something. I had a bad childhood.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you know?
Look at you.
What do you mean look at me?
Look at how you stand. People who had good childhoods don't stand like that.
maybe we're all maybe we're all traumatized. Maybe we're all just coping, and this is our way of figuring it out in the world. I've always said that I have a really hard time taking life and myself very seriously. So I think that it's very fitting that I've turned to this, because I still have a really hard time taking myself and life very seriously. But also, life is very long, and why not have fun in the meantime?
Then there's the elephant in the room: horror. Coulrophobia, or the fear of clowns, is a serious condition. The term was most likely inspired by the 70s serial killer John Wayne Gacy, who was well known for performing in children's hospitals dressed as a clown. By the mid-80s, Gacy's infamy inspired a wave of killer clown movies, including The Poltergeist and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Clowncore's subgenre, dark clowncore, has explored this element, incorporating eerie accessories and motifs.
I think for the same reason that clowns themselves are appealing, I do think that there's an even darker subsection, because people are just attracted to the macabre. People really enjoy I don't want to just say like the thrill of it, but like people identify with like oddities and scary things because they feel like outsiders. I mean, clown is used as like a derogatory term, no? So I feel like, well, going back to like outsiders feeling like comfort in this, I feel the same way. I feel like it's kind of a term of empowerment, of like, well, if you're gonna see me that way, might as well. Yeehaw.
All in all, clowncore has offered a sense of belonging for people who feel like they don't fit in. Its loud fashion has allowed Gen Z to express themselves freely and creatively without judgment.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
If clowncore is something that sparks joy, I think you should just go for it, because I find a lot of people, including myself, like dial themselves down for the comfort of other people. Who cares? Life's really long and might as well have some color in it. When my account was a lot more active, I would get a lot of comments of young people being like, you've inspired me to be more outgoing in how I dress. You've inspired me to wear that shirt that I've had. It looks like clowns, but I want to wear it. And I was like, good. Wear that shirt, wear that makeup, do whatever you want. Because again, don't take life too seriously.